Today I want to talk about using a number line to compare integers. Integers are just numbers that don't have fractions or decimals. So we might talk about negative numbers or positive numbers, any of the whole numbers and their opposites. Those are all integers, no decimals, no fractions. So in this particular problem, it says first plot 1 and 2 on the number line before, then answer the parts below. So A says, 1 and 2. It's funny, there are no negatives in that one. That threw me. 1. So 1 is here on a number line. So we're going to plot it. I'm not sure what that looks like in your problems. I think you probably have a dot that you can slide along or plot there. And then 2 is right here. They're right next door to each other. And it says choose the correct statement. 1 is located to the left of 2. Well, over here is the left and over here is the right. So yes, 1 is not to the right of 2. And then we're going to use a less than, greater than, or equal to compare. 1 is less than 2. And you can click the drop down and choose that. Okay, when we're talking about less thans, okay, this is a less than. And the most important thing to remember is, see this pointy side right here? The smaller number will always be by the small pointy side. And then this big open side over here, the larger number will always be by the big open side. So as long as you arrange that right, it doesn't really matter whether you're talking about a less than or a greater than. See, in this case, see this small pointy right here? This would be the smaller side, and this is a big open side, so this would be the larger side. Okay, if I'm talking about the numbers 1 and 2, I would have 1 here and 2 here. In this case, I would have 2 on this side and 1 on this side. So see how the pointy side is always pointing. It's the little point is pointing at the smaller, and this big open part is pointing to the larger. Lots of you like to talk about alligators, and that's okay with me too. All right, let's look at another one. Plot 7 and -6. Okay, 7 is going to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll put a dot right there. And then -6 is going to go the other direction from 0. So we have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6 is right there. Notice that as the numbers go this direction from 0, they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But as they go this direction from 0, they get smaller and smaller and smaller. The numbers themselves look bigger, they just have a negative number in front of them. So for example, -100 is actually a very small number. It's way to the left compared to 100, which is way to the right. All right, so that's kind of one of those funny things about numbers. Okay, choose the correct statement. 7 is located to the left of -6. Well, this is right over here. So it is not located to the left. 7 is located to the right of -6. And if we want to do this statement, so notice the 7 is the bigger, -6 is the smaller. So all I have to do is draw this. Okay, you're going to choose the drop down. You just need to look for the one. This is where the bigger goes towards this big open one and smaller there. So that's how we will choose that. Okay, let's talk about writing a sign. That means it's going to have positive or negative, plus or minus, number, signed number for a real world situation. So the temperature was 58 degrees above 0 in Fahrenheit today. Write a signed number to represent this temperature. Well, above 0 is positive numbers, and below 0 is negative numbers. So if we are 58 above, we are going to have a positive 58. I do not believe the ALEKS program is going to want you to put this plus sign in front, but if they do, you could try it. I'm not sure because it doesn't let me type it in right here to test it. You either write this plus 58 or just 58 because it's generally assumed that any number that doesn't have a negative in front of it is a positive number. Okay, B, Yoko's test score average decreased by 5 points this semester. So decrease is negative. That means it's going down, minus. So we're going to call that -5. We do need the minus, otherwise we would assume it was positive. So you're going to type in -5. Okay, let's look at one more of those. The temperature fell by 13 degrees today. Here's this word fell. Fell is going to indicate going down, so we're going to call that -13. Type that in. B, Michael received. Oh, we like to receive money, don't we? Michael received $55. So that would be positive 55, or I think you're just going to put 55 because that's going to indicate a positive number just the way it is. All right, let me know if you have any questions.